test. All right. All right. Let's continue off from where we started. Deja, give me that deja vu. Yeah, Deja, give me that deja vu. Alright. GPT-3 and GPT-4. This would be your GPTs. Give me that deja vu. Deja, give me that deja vu. Let me check that chat, because I rarely check that. Your channel. Click here. Can I pop out chat? Oh, let me mute this. Alright, cool. Give me that deja vu. Pop out. And I'll move that here. If I close this, hopefully it'll stay. Alright, cool. Now that you have that, let me get this. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so let me add the page. I can rebuild this. Let me just delete all this. Garbanzo. And remove this. No, can't I set it to a stateless widget now? What? Alright, boom. Stateless widget. Okay. Oops. Alright. So what we're going to do now is, oh, it's probably because of this. Whoa. I meant to delete this. There we go. Alright. So we'll have, let's build the UI. So we'll have a row. So remove the center. Remove the center, and we'll have a row. The first child will be, let's extract the child here. Where's extract child? Extract widget 15, boom. And so the point of this child is to show the first, like the GP, it will be like, I don't know, GPT's row, I guess. GPT's call rather. And the first two columns are going to have to be for GPT-3 and GPT-4, and the rest are going to be for the other ones. So we're going to return a column, and the first child is going to be a column, and then we're going to have like a divider, which I believe, okay, Fluent UI has a divider, awesome. So the children here, we're going to have two children. We're going to have one for GPT-3, we're going to have another one for GPT-4. And I hope you can't hear me drink my coffee. That would be weird. That'd be ASMR. Okay. Why can't I see them? It's probably because of the text. Wait, I'm gonna have to, give me a second. I'm gonna have to look at one of my other, because I'm trying to remember how I have my sort of, I'm trying to remember how I have my theming set up. Give me a second. I hear something outside. Give me a second. And I'm back. It was just neighbors coming home a little late. Okay. So let me check how I had my themes set up. Okay, so I had a theme mode that was set to system, and then I had themes. Okay, so I guess I could just copy this. So I had a Fluent app at the root. Okay, I don't think I have that here. So I just have a Fluent app and have a theme, have these. Okay, gotcha. Oops. All right, I can re-enable my scene now. Attach back to the original terminal. Perfect. I don't remember actually adding this, but it's like theme. It's like Fluent theme. Dot theme data dot dark dot copy with, and then scaffold color. Yeah, scaffold background color would be colors dot black, because for some reason I think it messes up that, so we're gonna have to, so that's gonna be the dark one, and then the light one is going to be white, or maybe gray 900, I think. And it's to const, oops, boom, okay. And theme mode, right? Theme mode can be theme mode dot dark. All right, so now I don't need to add all of this shenanigans. We could just have this. Okay, let me restart the application. See what we have. How in the world do we have null? Like where? Where? That's super. Let me check my other project. It's in. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what could have possibly. Let me check my logs. It says, oh, okay, it's the gray color thing. We'll just do white then. All right, let me. Perfect. We have our little thing at the top left here. Okay, so let's go back here and let's wrap this in a container. And let's give it a padding of edge insets.all of 8 times 2. Let's give it a color of gray. And then I'm gonna copy that. I'm just gonna open my project. Honestly, I don't care anymore. It's in projects. Then just find typography. Yeah, I could just LSP jump. Lib, so we can have helpers and functions.dart, and paste that there, and import all we need to import. Boom. So now we can go to our pages and say style will be typography of context dot like title or whatever. Perfect. Oops. Zoomed in a little bit. Is this better actually? For my zero live viewers. It's all good. I think this is better. actually. Okay, yeah, that looks better. We're gonna have to give the entire thing some padding. So let's do that. And okay, we're gonna have to make that like way bigger. Like we'll give it, we'll do this. We'll just give it more. We'll just give it 4. See how that goes. Yeah, I'm gonna do symmetric, where the horizontal gap is gonna be 8 times 4, and the vertical gap will be 8 times 2. I think that's a good sort of config. And we're gonna, should we go for the straight corners? I'm just gonna go for the straight corners and see how that goes, honestly, because that's like, I don't want to think about rounding things. So I'm just gonna go for straight corners and hope that the design actually looks good. But and then let me make this. So let's wrap this. Let's make this a container. Let's give this a width of 8 times 10 or 20. I don't know. I'm really bad at like guessing these things. Because we want, so let's wrap this in a row, and then let's wrap this in expanded so that it takes up the full width. Oh my gosh, dude. Is it intrinsic width? Bruh. I mean, yeah, you can do that in here as well, I guess, but it's not the same. We can wrap this in the center. This will be 7. And let's make this a row. So first off, let me delete this. Let me copy this, duplicate this, and do this, and call this a row. And then add a little bit of spacing between. Constant size box of width 8 times 2. Boom. Perfect. And now let's call this GPT-4. And so these are going to be like our switches between GPT-3 and GPT-4. And then here we can list our GPTs. So we can have like a list of, whatever, the custom GPTs that we have. I think, so I'm conflicted on how to have the GPTs and the history visible both at a glance and, basically having them visible at a glance, because that's sort of important. Otherwise, it's going to be super annoying, depending on your use case, So, we can add a search bar too. Yeah, adding a search bar would probably be useful right here, but that'll come later. Should we add the history here, or should we add? I'm so conflicted. Because the way OpenAI does it is like you have your GPTs here, or a few of them, and then you have a little bit of history here. But that's just so annoying. Like, let me really think about this. I mean, we could just have, why don't we let this continue all the way? And you can have like a horizontal, it can be like tabs almost, sort of. Not fully like tabs, but like sort of, where you just kind of have, okay, yeah, that seems like a really good idea. Where you just have these tabs, boom, 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 boom. And dude, awesome. Boom, I have it. Okay. So this is what we're gonna do. These are gonna continue. So they're going to be like, they're gonna be like this. So I'm just gonna copy and paste this, and then we'll just duplicate the entire thing. It's gonna be a bunch of these. But instead of well, these need to be switches, and then you need to have like a bunch of GPT modes. So this can be a switch between 3 and 4, and then so you're gonna need a vertical divider here. So after the first two, I'm going to add. I'll duplicate these, split them like so. Then here I'll have a divider. And then can I do vertical? Size, direction, axis dot vertical. And add a comma there. I cannot see it. So you have to do like style, and then do like typography of context dot body dot color. And then I think body might be null or something. Okay. Body might be null. If it's null, just give me a black one. Does that work? Oh, it's style. So what type of style does it take? Like it's divider theme data, man. Divider theme data. Thickness, bruh. Okay, I'm sure there's an of context function. No. Okay, decoration is gonna be a decoration object. I've never used decoration directly. It's always box decoration. Okay, so I'm gonna have to do box decoration. And then honestly, I feel like I would do better with just a container. Like we can just delete this, do container, where the width is like 1, the height it's supposed to be full. So I'm just gonna wrap this in a tiny little, okay. For the sake of, I'll just do 100 for now, and then we'll figure it out later. And then give it color of typography of context dot typography of context dot what's it called? Typography of context dot typography of context dot body dot color. And you can do a question mark here. Awesome. And so of course it's not going to be 100. We'll fix that later. There has to be a way to let's make this a column. So this will be the first one, and then we can give it a height here, and we can give it a maximum height of 8 times 20 just so we can see, and then we'll give it colors.gray so it's visible. Perfect. And so now we can just we can make this full height. Why do we have a column? I think that's like something from, yeah, we don't really need that, so we can remove that, whatever that was, and we can remove the column. Perfect. Let me put on my glasses because my eyes are starting to hurt. Okay. So now that we have this, we can So now that we have this, we can do something like okay, we're gonna go down here. We're gonna remove that. Perfect. It automatically does that. Perfect. Awesome. So now we just need to make this a little bit smaller. Maybe 12. Perfect. And we're gonna remove the gray. Boom. And this is going to be scrollable. Yeah, it's going to be scrollable. So this is going to be all of your GPTs, and then the default chat is always going to be on the left side. So right here, you'll always have your new chat. So we can wrap this in a row and do main axis alignment, main axis alignment center, and then we can give it a icon, not icons. We're gonna do fluent icons, dot pen, or edit. I'm sure it's called edit. Perfect. We'll give it a little bit of breathing room. With a width of maybe 8. Is 8 too much? I cannot tell. Const. Okay. We can make this 3 then. That'll fix it. Boom. We're gonna have to hard code the width of these boxes, by the way, because we don't want them to be flexible. Or do we? I'm not sure. But we can have these be stagnant because they're the same. But these need to be flexible. And yeah, this can't be GPT-3. This has to be new chat. Yeah, okay. Maybe we should just ditch the whole width thing. Just have them, yeah, okay. The width can be flexible. And then these can be we'll have this be the well, we can have a colored border whenever they're selected. I think that makes sense. Alright. What else do we need? I think this makes sense. And then we can have, and then you're also gonna want to add new GPTs or whatever, but we'll get there later. We can actually have this run down all the way to the bottom. That would be super sick. Okay, so I think the issue with that is that we have this set up as a single thing, like a single column, like a single row. In order for that to happen, you'd need to have a row. You'd need to have a row with 2 columns, but you don't have that. So, but you're gonna need to. I mean, you could just have a second column, I guess. Yeah, so we'll do this. think the proper way to do this would be to have 2 columns inside one big row. So we're gonna go up here. We're gonna call this a row. In our GPT's column, we're going to have these 2 and the rest are going to have to be, these are going to have to be inside a different row. Like, this right here. This is going to have to be underneath like tab switch or GPT switch. So we'll do class GPT switch extends stateless widget, and we'll just dump that here. We'll do row, and we'll do that. We'll delete those. We'll delete that. We'll go back here. Let's do children. Return 32. Okay, so we'll have these 2 rows. And then we're gonna wrap that in a column. And we'll just add like a test like here, just to ensure that it renders properly. And so once you have your GPT's column on the left, on the right you're gonna have a column who's gonna have children, and the first child is gonna be the GPT switch. GPT switch. Perfect. Constructor. Okay, we'll delete the const then. Awesome. So, and then we can remove this. So let's see what we have cooking here. Okay. So we need to make sure that the cross-axis alignment here is set to start. Let's do a reload. Oh, okay. We need to be doing that here as well. We did not add a comma. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. Bum 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 bum. Ba-da bum 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 ba-da ba-da bum bum. Ba-da da 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 da. All right, cool. So let's add the split. Which is this right here. Not perfect, but yeah, we can't have that. Let's just remove that. Okay. The padding should be like around the entire thing. So we should have padding here, edge, insets. Dude, I can't type. Padding is edge, insets.all. Give it like an 8x2 at least. Okay. We have an 8x2, and we'll have something like GPT-4. Now here we'll need to add like the search bar. So we'll add like a nice little search bar here. We'll add a nice little search bar here. I can't speak. We'll add a little search bar here, and we'll add history here. Design assistant, what we'll call it, and we'll have a search bar here. Okay, so let's add that. GPT call. We can extract this and call this like a switch or something. Not remove widget, extract widget. And we can call this like, I don't know, like GPT mode switch or whatever. GPT mode switch widget. Perfect. So I think we can wrap this and expand it, and there shouldn't be any issues. So we wrap this with a widget and call that expanded. No issues. Perfect. And of course we can have the child is going to be a list view. So we'll just do child is going to be a list view. Dot builder, where the item builder is going to take in context and context, and index. And we'll just do the classic container of padding, edge, insets, all 8. First child is text. It says history, history, entry, index. And we can do margin as well. And give it color, maybe. Colors dark gray. Colors dark gray. And do const here. Const there. It bugged out, for real? Even though it's an expanded? Should I remove this? How do you get that working then? Oh, okay, we should remove this. Remove, boom. Da, 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 da. Da, da, da.
Okay, we can take it all back to the register and start all over from the canister. Let's break it all down into pieces of right. Romans to pass by like a meteorite. Throw on your favorite jacket and you're good to roll on the analog trail and you look the roll. Just stroll to the trees and let your miseries go. Sunshine, hurricane on the highs and lows.
Wait a minute, what? This should be...
Yeah, we can take it all back to the register and start all over from the canister.
What am I looking at? What the hell is GPT switch? Let's comment this out. Yeah, it should be here. Is that what's messing things up? Oh no, that's not what's messing things up. Okay. How about this? We'll just do... We'll just do a column. Whose children are list. Let's generate 1,000. Give me text. Child number index. And then we can wrap this in expanded, and then wrap this in single child scroll view. Okay, so if this works, why can't the other thing work? Is it a weird thing? Because yeah, we're not limiting the width, so maybe that's it. Like if we said, like someplace like here, give me a container whose width is 8 times 10. Something's gonna overflow probably. Okay, by 176. And if we open the calculator, 176 divided by 8 is 22. So we just need to add 22 to this, so it's going to be 42. So if we reload that, perfect. And so if we do this, but instead of a single child scroll view here, we'll do list view dot builder. It takes context and index and gives me the text child number index. Will this work? Okay, so this works. So it was just a width thing. Okay, we can delete the second thing, and this works. Perfect. We're also going to need to add a search bar. So we'll do container. Extract widget. And it'll just be a very basic container. This child will be a row. Whose children will be an expanded. Should be like very basic, like just text. So it's like search, or no, instead of a row, actually you need to make it a row. We'll do expanded. The expanded child will be something like a what's it called? A text box. Yeah, text box. Da, 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 da. Oh, okay. Perfect. Now we want an unstyled thing here, so that's going to need some work. But it seems promising. And we can add this is coming out pretty sick, and you can have this be like a horizontal thing where you can scroll. This is coming out to be pretty sick, can't lie. Alright, cool. All right. Hopefully this thing is working again. Oops, where's my mouse? Okay. All right, so let's unstyle this search bar and just make it like completely basic. Honestly, it doesn't even need to be a text box because we're probably going to have it be like Discord, where you click and you sort of like have it pop up full screen. So I'm not even going to like worry about that. I'm just gonna have a container. Oops. Do a child text search. Ooh, my AirPods are out of battery. RIP. Gonna have to plug them in. Alright. No AirPods in. Brutal, dude. Okay. And then we're gonna give it some color. Colors.gray. Let's wrap it inside a row. Let's wrap that inside of an expanded. And so now, boom. And then we'll give it some padding. So we'll do padding is edge insets dot all and whatever, give it 8 maybe, I don't know. Okay, and we're also gonna need to give it a little bit of space above. It's gonna be a sized box of height 8 times 2 maybe, or 8 times 1. Yeah, we should make the line gray. I think that would be super cool. We can copy paste and just do colors.gray. Perfect. And yeah, we're gonna have to make this like we're gonna have to give this a mouse region. You know, it's going to be mouse region where the cursor. Oops, where the cursor is system dot click. Boom. Like I love that. Then here we're gonna have our history, and again, of course, when we click history, we're going to have to sort of reopen that. You know, just like any history works. And all right. This is coming around pretty nicely. We just need to you know, have some UI for this. And then after that, we can start working on the main search panel. And after that, I think it's, you know, we can just ship it, you know. We can learn how to package assets, because I've never done that. I've never had to actually like learn how to set up, like I've set up CI/CD with GitHub, of course, but I've never had it like have a release bundle of your code available right there on GitHub. I've never had to do that, so that'd be super interesting to learn. So I'm excited for that. Also have it cross-platform, because I believe GitHub has it has Windows, macOS, and Linux, I think, so you can just compile to all 3 platforms, which is super interesting. So yeah, that's probably what I'm going to do. All right, so let's continue. Just keep building. Is that JKB? Just keep building. Maybe it'll stick. All right, let's go. So our searches. How do we want this to look? How do we want these to look? We can have them be completely dark, and on hover we can have them have gray with like a transparent gray. And when we click them, of course, the selected one is going to be a solid gray. I think that makes sense. So first off, let me rename this to, what is this again? This is the search bar. So we'll just rename that to search bar. Search bar. And let me take a screenshot for Twitter actually. So I'm just going to hide this. And design. So we can copy 13 lines down, paste there. And instead of design, we can just say what's the other thing? Other GPTs. Let me, wait, I think I should have the history formatted before I do that. I think that's better. Okay, so let's get here. Let's get into this. Let's say selected, whatever, final selected index is 7. Okay. And let's extract the text, and let's have that be a history tile. So extract widget, boom. And that's going to be our history tile. Okay. With final int index and final bool selected. Okay, and we're gonna have both of those here. Do index is index, and selected is index equals to selected index. Boom. Okay. And here we're going to have some sort of container. Boom. Add a comma, do padding, edge insets dot all 8 times 2. Whoa. Okay, that looks cursed. Okay, that looks a little better. We're going to have to, I think we should add some sort of spacing between. But let me just give it just a little dash of color. So we'll just do color, and we'll do selected question mark. If so, we'll do colors.gray .width alpha, and we'll do 100. And then else we'll do colors.gray .width alpha, and then we'll do 10. Add comma there. I like that, honestly. And then let me add a hovered state. So we'll do bool hovered equals to false. And we'll wrap that in a mouse region. Boom. And then on enter, we'll do set state hovered equals to true. And then on exit, on exit, hovered will be false. here we can have, we'll just honestly, I'm just gonna make this like a tiny function. I'll do color is this. And then I'll say, oops, I don't know what I pressed there. I'll say if widget.selected return this thing. Right, if hovered return 50 and else return 10. So I mean really we could have done that for the number, but you know, whatever, I guess we did it for this. So you know, we can have a little hover effect like so. We can even have it like have the sort of link effect, which I guess I should. So we'll just do cursor is sysclick. I think this is let me share this. Boom. Let me go to Twitter. Yeah, when you post frequently, okay. When you post, I forget that when you post frequently on Twitter, you actually get boosts. And I never post, and so my account is dead. I need to start posting again. I'll just say. Wait, I have to watch this funny Twitter video. Sorry. I'm gonna mute my mic for 2 seconds. All right, let's get some more work done. Oh, I need some music right now. But I with music, I can't even think. Let me get the chat UI working. Now, what I have so far serves the purpose. Wait, let me share my screen. Let me make sure I don't have anything open. Okay, perfect. All right, cool. Where's my, okay. Well, this serves like a very clean, easy to use purpose. And I think a lot of people are gonna like it. Me after drawing like 3 rectangles, I think people are gonna like it. But no, I think it just gets I want to build it for myself, honestly. I'm going to dog feed. What is it called? Not dog feed? Dog food. Yeah, I'm gonna dog food this thing to make sure it's, pretty good. And I am just going to like, I don't think a lot of people use like other people's GPTs. I think that I'm hoping on that. But either way, I'm just gonna build this thing. Whatever happens, happens. Honestly, I can't live in my head. So I'm just gonna build this thing. Build. I can't even say build. How do you pronounce that? Build. Dude, I'm so retarded. Anywho, I'm gonna build this thing and see where it goes. So next item on list is going to be it's going to be building a I think, yeah, we're gonna have to design the chat. Now the chat is gonna be tricky because the most important, or not the most, but an important aspect of it is that I want to be able to type long messages and see the long message. I want like a full screen editing experience, but I also want, I don't want it to feel like too much of a context switch. So what I'm going to do is have some sort of like for example, I'm going to have like a chat from the AI, and that can take the whole screen. And as soon as I start typing, it should like I see, because that's one of the annoying things is when you write a long message and you can't scroll up in ChatGPT. So how do I get around that? So how does it work? It's going to be, well, I'd like to have messages here, and you could have it like on the lower left side, maybe. I think you should be like iMessage, honestly. I think you should have the chats be sort of like iMessage, where Hmm. On the left side, you'll have your. Dude, I'm so bad at design. Should I ask? Dude, I don't even have a. Dude, I have to get my Twitter up. Like, that's